Hello and welcome. What's going on, everybody? Kristian here, and today we're talking about how many wedding videographers you need on your wedding day. So there's a lot that goes on a wedding day, as you probably know. The bride prep, groom prep, first look if you're having one, photo session, ceremony, reception, and we all know that there's plenty of big events that happen during the ceremony, and there's plenty of big events that happen during the reception. There's a lot that goes on, and it's a long day. It certainly is a very long day. So having proper coverage of that day is kind of essential because you can't redo it. I mean, you could redo the wedding day, but that's not the goal. So it certainly depends on what all is going on during your wedding day, but having two video shooters is much more preferable than just one. Some people aren't sure if they need two shooters because it all depends on what's going on their wedding day. So here are my top 3 reasons why you should have 2 videographers at your wedding. Number 1, coverage of the bride and groom prep. Most obviously, one shooter cannot be in 2 places at once. The bride is more important. Sorry, gentlemen. So if you only hire one shooter for the wedding day, bride takes priority. So you won't actually have coverage of the groom prep. If no groom prep is filmed, there's just not going to be as much content, so chances are your wedding film will not be as long. Reason number 2, when you have 2 shooters, you can get a lot more creative shots, especially during the ceremony and reception, because with one shooter, you are prioritizing the most important shots, which of course is the center aisle shot, very clean coverage. Having 2 shooters is very reliable. One shooter can get the critical aisle shot for the kiss and the rings and the vows, while the other shooter can be a little more mobile and getting different angles, cutaways, reaction shots all around the ceremony area. That brings huge creative value to your wedding film. And a general rule of thumb is you can have 2 cameras per shooter. The shooter will be operating one camera while the other camera will kind of be at the side, running unmanned. It's still getting a good angle, but if any action happens during the ceremony or reception, that only one camera will move. So with 2 shooters, you can have 4 cameras running, making sure you have all the proper angles, and most importantly, during your ceremony, you can have all 3 angles of the center aisle shot, left aisle, right aisle, and that's really important for capturing the vows and the ring and of course the kiss, because you have all those different angles to see, and it just makes the whole experience and the wedding film much nicer. So of course the most important angles are going to be of you guys, but having those creative cutaway angles, seeing your mom and dad's reaction as you say "I do," really make your wedding film that much more special. Reason number 3, so I talk about this all the time in my other vlogs, but Murphy's Law, anything that can happen will happen. It's so real, especially in a wedding. And being that this is my profession, you are trusting me to capture your once-in-a-lifetime day is really important, and I am not going to take chances. So having more cameras is definitely the safer option. Why? Because a camera battery could die, a memory card could get corrupted, a guest could stand up in front of my camera. Let's just say the kiss is about to happen and I have a great angle from the side and a guest stands up and my angle is blocked. It certainly could happen. It's happened before, but luckily my other shooter has a clean shot and the moment has been saved. I really take pride in creating these beautiful wedding films that tell your love story and just have so much love and emotion and creativity packed in, and I want to make sure that no mistakes are made, and if something does happen, I want to make sure that there's a backup, because you can never have enough backups. So that is it from me today. I hope you guys got a little insight on having 2 video shooters versus 1, and it's gonna cost more, of course, because you have another shooter at your wedding, but in the end, I think it's worth it for you to have all of that extra coverage and creativity in your wedding film. As always, if you enjoy this wedding content, feel free to like my Facebook page, follow me on Instagram, and go check out my website, kristiangalicfilms.com, and I will see you in the next video.